Yo, what's up? It's your boy Baker, and I'm on the Quotables podcast where everyday conversations turn into timeless quotes. I was at a party, right? I was at Jesse Reyes' album release party, and I was all the way on the other side. And I'm like, oh shit, there go Diddy and Young Miami. And I know Young Miami, you feel me? So it's just like, last time I seen her, it was all good. So I walked over there. Diddy tapped her, and then she was like, oh yeah, Baker got fired from TheShadeRoom. I said, she stop playing with me. Like, and then whatever she said to Diddy at the time, Diddy was like, oh yeah, you being weird to my girl, bro. And I'm like, what? And then I just walked off because I'm like, yo, that was
no winning. Ain't no winning.
Second-hand embarrassment. You feel me?
What the fuck?
I just want y'all to know, like, nobody got fired. Bro.
Yeah. It's a little different vibe today. You know
I know. You get interviewed for the first.
I know, bro.
How I feel on the other side of the couch.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty cool, but you know, we gonna see how that conversation go.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Let's. What's the song of the summer?
All right, so
I know you outside.
I honestly think there's no song of the summer.
Okay.
But I mean, you know, I always sing Ski. Like that's
yeah.
I don't even know, bro. I mean, I like the Burna Boy joint, Sitting on Top of the World.
Okay.
Great sample.
To be honest, I don't know. Gunna.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
It might be.
QP.
But I'm a civilian, but that Gunna hit for real.
It do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
At this current point, I don't think there's a song of the summer right now.
Right.
There's songs that have possibility to be the song of the summer,
Right.
but you. Like, come on, you know when it's this, like, yo, every party you go to, it turns up the party, nonstop. You can't, everywhere you go, you hear it. Right now, like you said, it's QP, Fuck You Me, and I'm not like out here bumping Sexy Red, but like, you know what I'm saying? That ski, that shit, I hear it.
It's
so
catchy,
it gotta,
bro.
yeah.
That shit pierces your eardrum. I was in the crib earlier today, ski.
My bros is like, yo, because that's an AKA shit. They like, yo, what are you on? I'm like, hey, man, Sexy Red got it right now.
Hey, man.
Hey, I don't make the rules, brother. Okay, so yeah, those are I'm with you on that for sure for songs of the summer. But okay, yeah. How you feeling though? Personally, like deep down inside, how you feeling? LA could be rough.
Man, nah, LA definitely can be rough. I feel like the last couple months, man, I feel like I've been in a better place than where I was like last year, especially like the whole transition, not having a job for like 8 months. Like shit is tough. But I mean, look, your boy's still in LA, so we here with it, man.
Yeah. So you was the last job was the ShadeRoom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean we can get in the weeds. Why did you leave the ShadeRoom? What
Talk your shit.
Nah, I still love. I love the ShadeRoom, man. Shout out to Angie. Nah, I mean, basically, bro, they let me go. You know what I'm saying? They said that they didn't need my position no more, but it wasn't nothing that I'd done. You know, I never got fired. People thought I got fired, but I don't get fired for no jobs.
Yeah.
And then, like, they gave me a severance pay, bro, and a lot of people don't even know what that word means, right?
Nah, I know what that means.
Yeah, like...
Talk about it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's because, like, now you got all the let goes. Amazon let people go, Spotify, Meta, Google. And it's not like they got fired. It's like, you know, these companies really got to cut down on their budget. So they gave me a good severance
I know
package, you know what I'm saying? But nah, just even transition from that, it was kind of like hard, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody still associated me with the ShadeRoom.
Yeah.
Know? Like that joint was on my back. So, I mean.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I mean, you was killing it when you was there. The interviews that, you know, you were doing, the style that you were doing, it was definitely different from everything else we were seeing.
It felt more impactful. Like you actually like
in person,
motherfucker.
Yeah. Nah, and it was cool though, cause like I look at interviews as a conversation, right? Like we having a conversation, and the people want it to actually like be organic and you know what I'm saying? Just let it flow. And then most of the people I do know, but then like even after that, like I make sure like I lead the conversation so they can feel open enough to just talk about whatever.
Yeah. So, no, you're good at that, for sure. All right, so since we on the topic, it was mad funny. This shit had me cracking up. I don't know, this may have been a year or so ago. You at a party, and Young Miami says, yo, Diddy, this dude from the ShadeRoom, he messy or some shit. She tries put a name on you. You like, I'm not rocking with that. That's not me.
Nah. I mean, Carisha, I think she was trying to be funny, but at that time, I didn't find it funny because it's like, I look up to Diddy as a mogul. Like, he a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Very successful, man. So like, I was at a party, right? I was at Jessie Reyes' album release party, and I was all the way on the other side, and I'm like, oh shit, there go Diddy and Young Miami. You know what I'm saying? And I know Young Miami. You feel me? So it's just like last time I seen her. It was all good. So I walked over there, and then first she couldn't recognize, I guess, who I was because she had on sunglasses. She might have been a little faded. In the club. You know what I'm saying? So then Diddy tapped her, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, Baker got fired from the ShadeRoom." I said, "You should stop playing with me." And then whatever she said to Diddy at the time, Diddy was like, "Oh yeah, you being weird to my girl, bro." And I'm like, "What?" So then I just walked off because I'm like, "Yo, that was like
winning. Ain't no winning.
Secondhand embarrassment."
Yeah, what the fuck? One after the other. What the fuck?
Yo, I can only imagine, like, you like, oh, they like Nigeria, like, oh, there go Nigeria, like, oh, let's go say what's up. And it turned into some off the wall shit. You like, yo, let me just hit the
Mr. Babs meme and shit. Like, what the fuck going on?
Bro, and that's why I went on the internet. Like, I was mad, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to be clear because, I mean, she might not be the only person that think that, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I just want y'all to know, like, nobody got fired, bro.
No, it made perfect sense to me.
Was that the first time you ever felt embarrassed like that by somebody of that status?
Yeah, low key, high key.
Yeah.
Especially from them too. Like, you know what I'm saying? City Girls popping right now.
Yeah.
Like, they did their thing yesterday at Broccoli City, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's Diddy, bro. Like, I know both of his sons. You know what I mean?
You're like, this cannot be, what's going around. I got it that this right now.
I got it that. And then like it turned into a whole thing because everybody was just, people love messy shit. People love I noticed like when I post certain shit on my Instagram and see like certain story views go up, I'm like, oh yeah, y'all want to be tuned in.
People like the story.
They like the story, and people was like, wait, who said that? And then some of my old coworkers was like, wait, what? And then I even had a conversation with Angie, the CEO. I was like, yo, Young Miami said I got fired. She was like, who told her that? French Montana? I'm like, why? But why would French?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, how is this a whole thing, bro?
Everybody
like,
know French messy though.
Yeah, but it's like,
but this shit just going around because then he asked French, and French like, hey man, I heard that from Tiger. You like Tiger? What Tiger? What the fuck is like, Tiger?
You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's all good, bro. It's even conversations where I'm thinking about if I should go back, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm still like thinking about it, man.
Yeah, I started to understand what it means to work for the ShadeRoom. Because we have a friend that now does camera work for them. Mm-hmm. He probably got hired in the last 6 months or so.
Okay.
And he's an artist.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that's gotta be tough. We in the studio chopping. And I'm like, it's gotta be tough. Because you can kind of like you got your end to kind of position your music in certain ways. He's like, I don't tell nobody I work for the ShadeRoom. He's like, I don't want no beefs, I don't want no problems.
Yeah.
Blah blah. I was like, that makes sense too.
Yeah. The niggas, historically cause a lot of issues.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And then it's just like they gonna think, oh, you the one that be posting all
exactly.
Because I asked the nigga, I'm like, what you do? Like, niggas gotta find out.
Yeah, it's different departments, man. It's actually a legit company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got editorial, you got HR, you got video, you have marketing. So how did you
find your way there?
Man, it's so funny. I went to the Revolt Summit when I first moved here in 2019, right? And my boy Malachi, shout out to Malachi because I always say Malachi is a part of my story when I talk about the ShadeRoom, right? He was like, yo, I got these tickets, like, pull up. And then I always be thinking, like, all right, the Revolt Summit can be a hit or miss, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's people there, but, are you going to network?
Talk to them?
You going to talk to them? Mm-hmm. Is it really going to be profitable? Whatever. So as soon as I walked in there, I seen this guy, Byron, who worked at the ShadeRoom at the time, right? Mm-hmm. And then I knew him because he worked at BT. So he was like, yo, what's up, man? You still doing interviews? I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, ShadeRoom, we looking for like a male correspondent. I'm like, I don't know. So I had to ask my group chat, like, yo, should I like... Yeah. So I did it, you know what I'm saying? Submitted my resume. This was like October 2019. They hit me back in May 2020 and was like, you still interested? And I was like, yeah, so let's run it.
Okay.
And
so it took... Not a year, but it took a decent amount of time for him to hit you back. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And so before that, you were doing, your own interviews, or how? What were you doing to build your, your resume, I guess?
Man, it all started like, so it started in college. I had a radio show called Let's Bake, right?
Okay.
And I did that because I wanted to join an organization, right? You know, and I didn't do it because I'm a GDI, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, they like, yo, we need you to like join something, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can be a part of an organization. So I found out that they had a radio station. I was like, okay, yeah, let me do it. So I just did it for fun. You know what I'm saying? I was telling everybody at Towson, like, yo, y'all tune in. I made a whole group chat, like, y'all tune in every Thursday. And it was me, my co-host Celeste at the time. And yeah, bro, I just like started loving doing it. And then I was like, yo, let me reach out to like artists to try to do phone interviews. My first interview was with Michael Montana, and I asked him, I said, bro, you ever think you're gonna be a one-hit wonder? Like, just because of that song, right? And I'm like, yo, you cannot ask shit like that.
I mean, you can, but you might
but you have to, you have to
take it. I'm assuming bad because
yeah, he was kind of confused, but I mean, you know, at the same time, he got a classic hit,
but he a one-hit wonder.
But he is a one-hit wonder. But you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I had to learn how to talk, bro, and you know, from there I just started reaching out to more people, and then I got a job Then I interviewed Ty Dolla $ign, right? I Knew Hip Hop had posted it, and then I was like, oh, yo, I love I Knew Hip Hop. I be on there for the new music and shit like that.
Blogging.
And I'm like, yo, y'all need a correspondent in DC. They was like, yeah. So they wasn't really paying shit, right?
Yeah.
And at that time, I still had a 9-to-5. I was working in the government, and then I had a cameraman. Shout out to Cell, and I would pay him what I Knew Hip Hop was giving me. So it was really some shit.
Yeah, but that's dope. At the same time, at least you can offset that cost, like, you know.
Right, and it was big names at the time. Like I did Migos, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then I just kept building up from there. Then I got a gig at Dash Radio, and then I was like, all right, let me just keep building this shit on top of like my own thing. So yeah.
No, that's fire. That's fire. I didn't know some of that for sure. But shout out Hot New Hip Hop. They definitely show love.
We had a partnership with them.
They would shoot at our studio. They brought, you know, a decent amount of people through. Dream Doll was my favorite. Dream Doll.
Shout out to Dream.
She really do say that all the time.
Right.
Dream. Marketing.
I gotta ask, both of y'all from the DMV, what is
Stand up.
DMV hit? Like, what is y'all classic?
Like of all time?
Of all time. I want to hear it.
The first one I go to, the first one that pops up in my head is Sexy Lady, you know, the go-go version. Yeah. That's just what comes to mind, like, off the bat. But, you know, we got a few of them.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sexy Lady, Overnight Scenario by Her Essence. I think right now, I'm definitely, because I always be like, yo, play this. It's Crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like, that might be the biggest, like, you know, commercial hit for the DMV, for real.
And Shy Glizzy, awesome.
Yeah.
And I actually was at my homeboy, had like an Airbnb yesterday, and I was like, y'all don't know shit about Shy Glizzy. He was like, yeah, nah, I know White Girl. And I said, oh, for real?
Niggas like, I was about to.
They love White
like
Girl.
that junk.
Yeah.
White Girl's like a top 5.
Honestly, Shy Glizzy is surprising to me how he was able to kind of break out of just the DMV and like other cultures accepting him, because he's definitely different in how he raps and stuff like that. Even Crew, like that joint started going crazy. I knew that shit was hitting when niggas in I was living on the East Coast at the time. Niggas in LA was bumping that shit. I'm like, oh shit.
I was like, yo, and I think I had heard it in Miami one time. I said, oh yeah, this is the one right here.
For sure.
Where the fuck is Gold Link?
Where is he?
He hiding. You wanna know why?
I'm listening.
That Mac Miller shit fucked him up.
Oh, him like dying?
Nah,
they had some beef?
He was like,
he said something.
He said something at a concert. Ever since then, Gold Link been. Like, I literally tweeted that like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, where the hell Gold Link at?
I forgot he did. I forgot what he said, but I remember that now.
I don't remember that. Why he dissing Mac Miller?
I forgot what he said.
It was like him, like, I feel like it was him saying, you know, Mac Miller didn't deserve some accolade.
Oh, because
and he was like, he only got it, or some shit like that. Like, he didn't deserve an accolade. And people just chewed him up after that. Like,
interesting. You
know, they gonna come for you say something about someone that passed away, for sure.
Yeah, real bad.
For sure.
You know anybody else that's blackballed?
No, I feel like people be thinking the baby is, and
you don't think so? You don't think he was?
I'm glad you said that.
I feel like at one point, Shake Something, like, it's a hit. Like,
thank you.
Wait. Say it to the camera.
Hands on your knees. You know what I'm saying? Shake Something is a hit. I can't lie. Because when it come on, I be trying to do the little dance and everything.
That shit is a vibe, bro. You can't help it.
Come on, man.
But I don't know. I don't. I don't know who else I would say is like blackball. You know what I'm saying? Everybody keep thinking like Ye is canceled. You know what I'm saying?
Ye could do
you
what he
can't
wants.
cancel Ye.
Yeah, he's not canceled. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. I watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right? So like, Kim just had that whole episode where she was talking about Ye, and
she was like, I wish I could have the old Ye back.
Yeah, and then Chloe was like, Ye be talking about I can't get canceled. And to be honest, he really
Oh, he can't.
I think
bro.
he's above.
He's pretty much proved that. Like years ago, he's proved that he can say what he wants.
It sucks, but for a lot of people, I think he's kind of like a religious figure where they follow his path. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to be like sacrilegious or whatever, but like niggas follow that nigga.
Yeah, he could say some off the wall shit that I don't agree with, right? But then the nigga will go ahead and drop an album that's like that nobody else on the world can make, and then you're like, well, shit, like this music hard.
Let's keep him around.
Yeah, I agree because Jay does say some dumb shit,
bro. Shit, I cannot agree with, but the baby, yeah, like so we be in our chat arguing about music all the time, and we was trying to explain, we like at the top of the summer, we like, all right, Shake Some is a hit, and he's trying to make it a summer hit. You could tell by the effort he was putting behind it, and we're like, but he's blackballed, so you know it's a hit or miss whether it's actually going to take over the summer. Mm-hmm. And then niggas was arguing like Lotto, Rip Me Out the Plastic, like that's the hit. The baby don't got a hit. I'm like, they both going hard right now, but you know one's blackballed and one isn't. So you know what I'm saying. Even if you know the baby's like he's fought back. You know, he's gotten back in good grace. He has connections. He was on The Shop with LeBron's show and a few other things, but I still feel like there's certain realms that are blackballing him that, you know, pay dividends, you know what I'm saying? Certain, you know, playlists, radio stations. Mm-hmm. He said that shit about Meg. You can't talk about Meg. The way she locked in with certain niggas, I feel like talk about Meg.
But okay, then you think about it, right? Meek just said free Tory, right? And it was a whole thing. And he signed Rock Nation, you know what I'm saying? And Meg is on Rock Nation allegedly still. But Meek was still just at the whole like what was it, Jay-Z event or something? He was still around the whole
thing. He's still being a mix.
I don't know. I mean, like just how people were saying, everybody be saying free my mans, and your man's literally killed somebody. You know like Tory didn't do that. Yeah. But then we know Meek just says wild shit too.
What's your thoughts on the Tory thing?
I had no comments on that, bro.
I don't blame you.
I don't even want to talk about it.
I don't blame you.
Cause I've been there and I did that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't even know. I don't know what to say.
Nah, I don't blame you. All I know is what Antoine said. Black women deserve better. That's all. That's all I know. Shout out Antoine. Yeah. Okay, so been working, you know, around the industry, doing interviews. I saw some. You can vote for Grammy nominations or things like that. You have
yeah. So I'm a part of the Grammy Committee, and then like the only thing I could do, I can like vote you in. So like, I think it was, when did I go to that? The 2021 Grammys? I think so.
Probably, it sounds right.
Because I took my mom or whatever. And I can actually like nominate like certain artists, but you have to literally be a producer to actually like vote. So that's the only thing I could do. I can like nominate you in, but like once everything is finalized, I can't vote.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's fire though. That's fire. I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what? Whose hand did he shake to get that?
Yo, so in order to be in it, you had to get 2 recommendations for somebody else in the industry. And I think I got mine from Dre the Mayor. Shout out to Dre. And who was my second one? I want to say it was Q. Or maybe was it Tuma? I don't know. But yeah,
shout out to
him. But I got him. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. How long does that stick for? Like,
so you have to renew it like every year. I don't think I did it. Renewed it last year, but you still have to like, you can go to the Grammys, of course, but the Grammy tickets, bag. Like,
for real?
It's 1,000. Like the seats I had, and it was up top, bro, and it was 1,000. But you can't. They don't tell you where the seat's gonna be at. So it's like, damn, am I really about to drop a stack on this?
Yeah, that's
for
different.
The experience. But
how do they place people? Like, are all the preliminary voters in one section?
I don't even know, bro. Like, I don't even know who I was sitting beside, but I know I wasn't on that floor. Like, I would have loved to be on the floor, you know what I'm saying? But
what the fuck?
I don't know how that works.
No, that's different. Yeah. You dropping a bag, you don't even know where they about to sit you. That's different. That's different.
Yeah.
I would definitely have to plot on that. Like, I don't
have
know,
to talk
bro.
to somebody.
Yeah.
I could pay my rent, or I could get this ticket.
Or I can get this ticket and be like, hey, y'all, I was at the Grammy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. Okay. So, a few other things I seen. You're like are you like an official, like, restaurant food influencer? Is that what you would call it? Or
I don't know. I mean, I just love good food, bro. Like,
don't be humble here.
Nah, for real.
I saw the Checkers thing like a while back.
Yeah, shout out to Checkers, man.
I'm like, nigga affiliated with Checkers? What
you got Checkers in DC, right by Howard and shit. So that's a good plug. That's a good plug.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know. I think it's because like everybody know I love a good brunch. You know what I'm saying? Surprisingly, I'm not at brunch today, but you know I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I knew we gotta bring the licks, because I'm like, he probably be turned up right now at a brunch right now. So if we could bring the hookah, we would have had that.
Hey, yo, if you would have had the hookah, locked in.
I'm sorry,
locked in.
I would have sparked the hookah for sure.
But yeah, I think like people see it and then it just stuck with that. Like, and people always ask me like, yo, bro, where's a good brunch spot? Like, where can I go in LA that got good food and music? I said, well, you can't get both. You know what I'm saying? You got the other. Like, this is not the East Coast. It's not Atlanta. It's not DC.
Yeah. Top 3 brunch spots in LA.
In LA?
Yep, shoot.
Ooh, that's heavy. I don't know. So at one point in my life, it was Black House. We
shout out to Black House.
Shout out Black House. They show love.
But then we stopped going to Black House because it was a little pricey and the service can be a little
shaky.
You know what I'm saying? But they do got a new menu there.
You know they was on that show, Bar Rescue. It was on that shit.
For real?
Like, where the dude come in and like revamp the whole bar and like,
I think I seen that.
Yeah, they needed help. But shout out to Black House.
Yeah, shout out to Black House. Yeah, I don't even know, bro. Like, I feel like right now I don't have a go-to brunch spot though.
Damn.
In my opinion.
That says a lot.
That says a lot about LA.
Yeah, it does. Cause I mean, I went to brunch last week. I went to Court Cafe. That was my second time. And that's cool.
That's all right.
But I mean, I wouldn't like keep going back there. It's also far. Like, I'm far.
I think the problem with food in LA is that everything's too far.
Facts.
You have a hot spot over here, but they're not in one little area or like a bubble.
Yeah.
I feel like on the East Coast, everything has a bubble. You got 4 restaurants in this community, 4 over here, 8 over here, 12 over here. It's like one, the whole strip.
Yeah.
For sure. That definitely plays a part. If I were to think about it, shit's too spread apart. But also, like, I feel like if it's a fire brunch spot or something, it ends up like disappearing like a year later. You're like, what happened to it? It'd be some, they broke a law or some shit. They had hookah and liquor in the same spot, and that's like it's too many rules and shit. But it's definitely not like I don't know, man. That sucks, man. He's like, I can't even think of a fire brunch spot. It's crazy.
Because you need hookah. I need liquor. Music.
And open rooftop. I mean, open, like,
layout or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I need people. Like, I need all 5 of them.
Yeah, at the same time. Like, I went to a brunch spot yesterday. I didn't even know I was supposed to be going to brunch. I was just linking up with Sammy. And it was by the crib. It was at St. Centers. So I'm like, all right, bro, I can walk there. I'll meet you there. And it was a whole day party. I'm like, damn, bro.
And you're like, I'm not getting no food.
Yeah, and I got food and it was mid. Like, I got...
I was just about to say, St. Center got all those vibes, but the food is mid.
The food is mid. You know what I'm saying?
Services also. They be hiring the pretty Johns.
They do. And I know
they
some
don't
people that work there, so I ain't...
I do too. Shout out to them, for sure. However... I had to like work my way into good service. I'm like, I'm asking about days. I'm tipping, I'm like doing hella shit.
Being a regular, you gotta be mad friendly. I get it. That makes sense. And yeah, they had hookah there, but it was $75. I'm like,
but the shit went up to $75.
I'm not getting hookah.
Jesus Christ.
And the hookah don't even hit like that.
It don't. And it be some like little skinny dude. He don't know how to make no
that don't know nothing.
I'm like,
I want a Middle Eastern dude coming out with that joint.
Like, let me help you out, brother. Like, let me tell you so my shit is not burning like when I just got it.
Yeah.
Actually, let me walk to the crib and get you the real joint.
Yeah, let me just bring my hookah over here real quick.
Gotcha, brother. No, that's a fact. I mean, we even found a spot. So there's a spot in Glendale. It's Armenian country, so they know they hookah. So we found a spot that's like open setup. They don't got music, so that's one they don't have. But then the other thing is, like, you can go get hookah, great vibe, but then you have to buy your drinks in the front because like they don't have the license to have hookah and drinks. So you gotta go to the front of the building and buy it and bring it back and act like you don't got liquor, and then the food is kind of mid. So it's like, bro, you
and it's the spot in Glendale.
Yeah.
So look, it's a spot in Glendale. It's called the Hookah Lounge.
I know it's called the Hookah Lounge.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a vibe. Like they got the food.
Yeah.
They got the hookah. They do have their playlist is low key fire because most of the time I'm like, yo, can y'all turn this up? Because they be on Pandora and this shit be bumping.
I went during the day. And it was alright. It was a cool vibe. I like watch sports or some shit.
Yeah. Even during the day, like I came there one time with my laptop. Like and you see other people with their laptops smoking hookah, getting the food and shit. I'm like, oh, okay. It's a little vibe.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, you know, it's funny when I was smoking hookah in high school. When I first started smoking, like niggas would go to College Park and go to the hookah bars because they let like under 18 in and shit.
Yeah,
and it would be niggas there working hookah and shit. Nigga, my shit, nigga, I go in there, I take 2 puffs, the room be spinning. I'm like, I'm looking around, niggas in there just working and shit, just sitting. I'm like, yo, what are they, like, yo, how y'all doing this shit, bro? That shit. I still haven't, like, I'm not big on hookah. I smoke it for the vibe or if I just want to feel something real quick, but I can't do it too much. That shit be fucking me up. That should be fucking me.
Yeah, hookah do fuck up some people.
Especially when you mix the shit with lick.
Yeah, and then if you smoke weed, like weed smokers are not.
Yeah, I'm a weed smoker. Yeah,
because y'all
that makes sense.
Y'all try to smoke it like it's weed.
Puffing that shit. Yeah. Next thing you know, whole room spinning.
Yeah, man.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, all right. So we're gonna jump back before we. Okay, we got a lot of time. Nice. So before we jump back, Shensea interviewed. You interviewed her, right? I just gotta know how that was, cause she like that's like top. Right now, she like out there. She like top. It's Dream Doll Shensea for me. So like, I just gotta know how was that interview? Was she a vibe? Like she down to earth?
Nah, she was a vibe. Like shout out to Shensea. Like yeah, nah. Like I feel like our energy just like matched. She a Libra, I'm a Scorpio. Nah, it was mad cool. And then like her singing fans, like, they locked in. Like when we did that interview, before we even did that interview, some way, somehow they knew we was doing that interview.
Oh, they be tapped in?
Bro, they be tapped in.
You're like, yo, only these 3 people knew. So how the fuck?
I scheduled with this person.
Yeah.
And they went through that person. And then they got to Shensea.
And then I posted it, like, but I didn't say what we were doing.
Yeah.
I guess, like, y'all probably automatically assumed, like, okay, yeah, we doing an interview. Then I recorded her eating the glizzy, and then that was a whole thing. I'm like, come on, bro.
Like, no, that's fine. I saw the interview. It looked dope. She seemed very, like, some people, when the cameras turn on, they kind of tighten up. She seemed very comfortable and
man,
chatting.
Cool. And she from Jamaica. Like I just feel like Jamaicans is solid too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
for
so,
sure.
That's a good
Jamaica.
take.
Yeah, that's a
W
take. Because any Jamaicans I know, I got some Jamaican cousins and things like that. They're pretty much themselves in any environment.
Yeah,
don't matter
for good or bad.
Yeah,
and the niggas know.
yeah, they gonna let you know for sure.
Okay, so bouncing off that, what was your worst or toughest interview? Something where you left and you just like, yeah, that wasn't it. That was either the artist pulled up and they was high, or they wasn't even like trying to do a good interview or what.
All right, so I'm gonna only say this, and I'm cool with bro. I'm only gonna say this because I got feedback from this at the time from Angie, and I'm gonna say DDG because he was high, and I feel like I was feeding my energy off of him, and as a host, you can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be a Debbie Downer just because he high, and also it's just like, shit, I can't be mad that you high. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that interview, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? But it could have been better because of that. And I learned, like, yo, bro, like, just make sure your energy is always there, bro. Like, you got to control the conversation, not him.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And that way, you can, like, pick him up, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel like another one, like a long time ago, like when Dirk just started and I did this for Hot New Hip Hop, like that was just trash completely. Like I feel like at that time Dirk wasn't really...
He's very guarded.
Yeah, he wasn't good at conversations. And then like, I mean, I interviewed him on Interview Live for TheShadeRoom and that was solid, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, other than that, I don't know. I think I'm going to just say,
Yeah. I think Dirk definitely, he's come around. I seen a recent interview he did with Shorty from
what channel?
Everyday Struggle.
Oh, Nadeska.
Nadeska. He did a long ass interview with her for his last album that just came out.
Yeah.
And he seemed comfortable. So I was like, oh yeah, this nigga, he opening up to that side of things where he's not trying to be gangster all the time. He's just like, he's talking about the real shit.
I had watched some shit. I didn't know he went to prison. So like, you probably interviewed him shortly like after, or like in a time frame where that nigga's head was probably fucked up.
Yeah, probably so, because I think this was in like 2015.
Oh yeah.
He was still.
He was not industry yet. Yeah.
And then like the last time it was 2021, and we was on live, and I think that was the same day like that he found out that King Von died. Because like when I look back at the comments, people were saying it in the comments, and then like also it used to be hard interviewing people on live because they would read the comments. So at one point I was like, y'all, we gotta turn this shit off. Like, I remember we did Keisha Cole, and somebody was talking about she had a cord hanging from her ceiling, and she was like, "Why y'all in my cord or something?" I'm like, "Yo, y'all get
I'm
game focused, bro." Yeah.
No, I can see that being annoying for sure. They like, yo, Roach just ran in the background. What's up with that?
What the fuck going on?
Like, what was they really gonna read it? Like that happened with 42 Doug and that whole like gay shit with him. And then like I asked them the conversation. Nah, I forgot.
They was just coming for that.
Yeah, they was just coming for, bro. I forgot what happened, you know what I'm saying? And then like people in the comments were saying that, but like I had asked the question, but it's just like he was reading it as like we trying to talk to him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's not the way for sure.
Yeah.
But that's interesting. I've seen in terms of DDG, he's definitely been he speaks about like in his vlogs and shit how he's trying his best not to smoke weed. So I feel like that shit got back to him too. He's like, he tries his best not to smoke weed at all. And then when he does, he'll like admit it and be like, yeah, like I'm mad. I smoked, tonight type shit. So he know that shit is like, that shit hurts how, he wants to be portrayed.
Yeah.
For sure.
How was that album release dinner, by the way?
Oh, it was cool. It was a cool vibe.
I thought that was an interesting take on like, obviously you have dinners with your team, but like to invite other people for just a dinner and then your album is like, rolling?
Yeah, so basically what it was, because DDG signed to Epic, so they invited media to be the first to like listen to his shit. So you had people from Up Rocks there, Hip Hop DX, like shit like that. So crazy because Angie was there. Yeah. So it was cool.
And you wasn't with the ShadeRoom at that time? Oh yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. I'm here.
What's good, Ange?
Yeah, and then it's so funny because like Angie always asks me like, "How you know this person?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm just a cool people person. Like until you push my buttons or you do some weird shit, then that's when you gonna see a whole nother side of me that I don't even like showing. But also, I am a good person. I'm a good friend. So like, I'm very
Nah, for real. I can attest to that. Because when I met you through Suave.
In the studio.
Yeah. And like my birthday may have been shortly after. You sent me a few bucks for my birthday. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I had to return the favor because I don't forget shit like that at all. I'm like, yo, like this nigga's a real good friend. Like I think I posted something like as a troll. Y'all could send me money on some troll. I be trolling. But he actually did it like as a friend. I was like, nah, he a real nigga, man. I appreciate that for sure.
What do you think about Nicki Minaj? Her relevancy right now. How you think
so this is the group chat topic segment. This shit we talk about in the group chat and we bring it to the podcast because they tell us to. They don't like our music takes. We be trying to tell them, but you know what I'm saying? So Nicki Minaj and her relevance right now.
First of all, we love a good group chat conversation. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah, group chat.
Shout out to all the group chats, man. I feel like, at the end of the day, right now, female rap, they running it, like
going crazy
for sure.
Crazy, they got it in the bag. Nicki right now, as far as being relevant, she relevant. You know what I'm saying? That Barbie movie, top tier marketing out the ass.
Crazy,
easy,
bro.
That's like an alley-oop.
I thought Cameron was back on.
Bro, everything is pink. I just was scrolling on Instagram today, and the Krispy Kreme donuts got a Barbie thing.
Oh, that's
then
tough.
Starbucks allegedly got a Barbie thing. I'm like, okay, cool. But that's perfect for Nicki because she's calling herself a Barbie since
Forever.
Full circle moment.
Yeah.
For sure.
Easy.
Full circle moment.
Hopefully, I will say this. I hope like when she drop her album, like it knocks me off of my socks. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a Nicki fan.
Yeah.
I'm not like a Barb. I'm not a big Nicki fan because I do know some Barbs out there that if we have a conversation about Nicki, they so biased.
Exactly, bro. That's what we be
complete
saying.
Delusion.
Like we can't having a conversation about music. You can't be biased. Like I'm a Drake fan. Like everybody know I love Drake. But if we having a conversation about Drake, I cannot be biased about Drake.
Yo, it is what it is type shit. Yeah, so that's the thing. The people in our chat, they all from New York. Okay. So the conversation already slightly biased.
Slightly.
Right. Then it gotta be big biased if they all from New York.
And then they talking about like I'm like, yeah, but you're not really hearing like when Nicki drops records in the last few years, like they not ringing off crazy. They ringing off. I'm like, you in New York? Of course they ringing off in New York where she got all the DJs in her pocket or she helped DJs in their career and shit. Right. Of course they gonna play their shit, but I'm talking about in the United States and even the world. Like, come on, man. So my take is, and this is what kind of started it. I think we was talking about something else. Nicki.
We talked about Cardi.
It was Cardi. And then niggas brought up Nicki or some shit. But then I was just like, basically my statement was Nicki is losing relevance year over year, and her music is getting worse year over year for the past 5 years. And that was my take. And they started going crazy. Nah, Nicki still go crazy. She the GOAT. I'm like, I didn't say she not the GOAT. Mm-hmm. She the GOAT. But for the last 5 years, the songs she's been dropping been mid, and her bars been
sticking. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
Ever since Queen really fucked her up, I feel like when you lose confidence in what you do, because the album sales, her tour pushback, I feel like it fucked with her.
Yeah, I feel like it did too. Like even Super Freaky Girl, like it was cool, but it's like I don't want to hear that.
The numbers were cool, but nobody want to hear that.
Super Freaky Girl, she was trying to do what she know had worked before.
Exactly. But
it's like we want something new, like something refreshing from you. We don't want that same shit. Like you take a sample and then you shake your ass in a video. We get it, Nicki. But
that's your thing, Nicki. Love you.
That's her big one. That's her big one.
So then, so we just saying that, but then niggas trying to say she's still, just as relevant, this, that, her music's still ringing off. But then he made the point that, she wasn't collabing with female artists at all. She was actually bullying female artists until the last year or so. Now she collabing with Ice Spice. Niggas like, oh, but she did the Cardi B one that. I'm like, do you know the beef behind that? They didn't even know they was on the song.
They didn't even know they was on the song. And then it was a whole thing about hearing somebody's verse first and going back and changing your verse. Wait, don't get me wrong. Motorsport is that shit go ahead.
Yeah, that went off.
Both of their verses.
Okay.
Like Cardi and Nicki both went the fuck off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But Nicki went after. Shout out to Nicki. I fuck with Nicki, man.
Who had the better verse, Cardi or Nicki?
Oh shit, Motorsport?
Take off.
But
agreed, man. Rest in peace to
Brother
Tate.
Chanel.
Because we can't forget the Migos was on that jump for sure.
But I think Nicki.
Okay.
I think Cardi's Riders wasn't hitting the same back then.
It was on vacation.
Yeah. It was in Mexico from Bodak.
I'm gonna say Nicki, but yeah, Cardi slid though.
Okay.
Cardi slide.
She slid.
Yeah.
That brand new joint with that shorty from Chicago.
We was just playing that.
Yeah, the little remix joint. I love Cardi, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a Cardi fan.
Honestly, and the bars can say what they want. If I had to choose the two, I'm choosing Cardi. And the bars like, oh yeah, but Nicki write her own shit. I'm like, the way I feel is Nicki write her own shit, but the music she been dropping, like the bars have been like out of touch for me. I'm not feeling it. Like I just sent some shit the other day. She said, oh damn, I'm pull that shit up. You keep talking, I'll pull that shit up. That shit.
Who would you want to interview?
Both.
No.
Both.
You know they're not sitting in the same room.
No, they're not. I know. I'm saying I want to interview both, but who would I want to interview? Yo, dead ass though. It's Nicki. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to reach out to interview both of them. I feel like I was like this close with Nicki. You know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy, like how close it was because she started following the ShadeRoom at the time. So everybody was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a ShadeRoom interview," and it was possible, but it didn't happen. I don't know. I feel like Cardi would be more of a fun interview.
Yeah.
I think Nicki, we would just be like...
I want to ask her, like, real hip-hop questions. Like, she really know her shit. I feel like
she do.
Of course, yeah.
She know her shit.
She came up when hip-hop, like, you know, it was different for sure. And you had to grind a different way. You had to, you know, pay homage to people above you. And, you had to, like, they had to cultivate you.
Yep.
You had to go do those ground level shows and shit like that. Shout out Deb Anthony and shit like that. So, but the bar that she, so Nicki posted something and she like highlighted one bar out of the whole song, and it said that new Chanel drop, I'm a cop like K9, and I was like, Nicki, this.
Okay, I mean, I get it. You know,
yeah, I get it.
K9, like,
but I'm like, this is the bar that you want to like. You want to highlight as like a rapper, like, yo, yeah, this how I'm coming.
I think it was the boxing video, right?
Yeah,
it was just that boxing everywhere.
They.
When she was just boxing,
yeah,
she was boxing her. Yeah.
They was eating her up in the comments.
She started twerking on man.
Yeah, they was eating Nicki up with that video, man.
That wasn't it. But
touch.
You know what I'm saying? The way I feel at the end of the day is no shame. I just wanted to tap into old Nicki in terms of like the hunger and aggressiveness. But, you know, with this new album, I'm like, this is her chance to either drop some fire or, you know, if it's mid again, then we're like, all right, Nicki, like, you know, go the personality route. You got the radio show, you got shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
it might be a dub, but then she know that she got to come with the heat because females are running it.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, Lotto, she don't fuck with Lotto and shit like that. Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Big Lotto, man.
I fuck with Lotto heavy.
Put that shit on the floor. Put that on the floor. Rip me out that plastic. I'm feeling like I'm brand new, man.
Yeah.
Woo, I love Lotto, bro.
No, that's a fact.
She got star power. I fuck with her.
She do, and she just got so much of like a good ass personality.
Yeah,
like, you can just see it on TikTok too, like on the internet. Like that's how she is in real life.
Yeah. And I like her southern vibe, and I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
I got southern roots, so I connect to that way more than how maybe Nicki or Cardi move. But if I gotta choose between New York, I'm choosing Cardi because Cardi just be herself. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
I like that. Okay, next group chat topic. All right.
Oh man, you about to say it?
All right. I look in the camera. Look, Pop Smoke is not a rap legend.
Ooh.
What you think about
What's your
that?
Thoughts?
All right. So at the end of the day, I would say. So people call him Pop like a rap legend.
Some say, and these are all New Yorkers.
I'm looking away.
So the topic started: is Pop Smoke a New York rap legend, or somebody stated that he's a legend in New York for multiple reasons? He brought the New York drill sound throughout not even the U.S. but the world.
Yeah.
People weren't even tapping into New York drill, and then after he passed away, endless amounts of artists, labels are going to New York trying to find the next Pop Smoke.
We got all of Brooklyn paid.
Niggas getting deals and shit just off of his clout. So that was their argument. And then mad other New Yorkers was like, he not a legend. They're like, he not. He didn't do enough. He could have been, but he not.
Yeah, I mean, to classify yourself as a legend, you have to have accolades right behind that. Yeah. But his influence is crazy. So I'm going to give him, he is if it wasn't for Pop, we wouldn't be getting all that New York drill shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with Ice Spice, like...
we got a clip of Ice Spice
saying, like, Pop was the reason why drill even popped off.
Yeah. New York. For real, I agree. But a legend, nah. That's a... Being a legend is a deep word, you know what I'm saying?
Is.
Like a rap legend to me is Jay-Z, like Hov. Like that's a rap legend from New York, you know what I'm saying? And him just dropping the book of Hov, like a whole museum.
Yeah, nah, that shit is crazy. So, the conversation led elsewhere, because then it's like, they basically said he could have been a legend, but he passed away. So, we have to see if his music lives on 5-10 years from now, blah, blah, blah. And then we were, conversation went, okay, you have other artists like, say, Biggie or Aaliyah, other artists that, rest in peace, passed away before they really reached their prime for real. So like, what made them a legend, and you know, things like that.
Well, I mean, Aaliyah already had like the bops. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Biggie was still on the verse too. Same thing with Tupac, but I think. Like, I mean, you can put this shit on till today, and you know what I'm saying, it's still
so
slaps.
it's time.
So it's the ear test.
Yeah, it's timeless.
It's time,
and then Aaliyah definitely influenced half of these R&B shorties out.
You think so?
I know so.
So we argued that.
He said, I don't
think Aaliyah has more influence than.
You can say it.
So the thought was Aaliyah was like the first kind of like independent bop shorty of that frame of time, and then Beyonce got the influence to break off because she saw her doing her thing. That's what I heard.
I mean, I feel like,
but I don't know any other shorty that was getting influence from Aaliyah.
Like right now?
Yeah, like right now, like artists that are popping right now.
Bro, Sierra, Tiana Taylor, Kehlani, them three. Aaliyah, hands down. Especially
Kehlani, I can see that. She kind of dressed like her and shit. She got her swag.
The whole,
I don't
like...
even fuck with Kehlani. You quote me on that.
I love Kehlani, bro. She fine.
What do you love about... No, she's fire.
Kehlani, bro, and her music is fire.
Her music is mid.
Okay.
Off bucks.
Okay.
I don't fuck with the face tattoo, though. That shit is a big turn off. Hey, body's fire, though.
Kehlani be getting the bitches.
Yeah, for sure.
She do. Sure. But nah, yeah. Aaliyah definitely influenced a lot of like 7th Streeter. Like, who else can I say? I mean, I wouldn't say like she doesn't influence like an Ari Lennox or a Jasmine because that's different. That's like an Erykah Badu.
Yeah.
But Aaliyah got them bops. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Everybody wanted to be in that little tomboy era, you know, and I don't know. She a legend.
Okay.
For sure.
So I guess, you know, my point of view with the Pop Smoke thing is like, I guess I can already tell that he's a legend, so that's why I defend him. So I'm not the one that said he's not a legend. I'm the one that said, nah, I'm pretty sure he a legend. But in the conversation, we were talking about New York specifically. So niggas like, you're not from New York. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna step out of this. But the experience with me was like, one, I saw how he, like, niggas didn't know about him in LA, and then all of a sudden, like, I saw the whole trend. I watched him perform in LA, and nobody cared except for us and the people he was with. And then I seen how that changed. But the crazy thing was, I was working out, right? And I go on SoundCloud and look up like a DJ mix. So I looked up, you know, like a Pop Smoke mix. It's like 2 hours long. Worked out for like an hour and a half. He went through mad Pop Smoke songs. I knew every word to every song effortlessly.
Damn.
I said, nah, bro. I don't know any artist where I could just like any song come on and I'm like, I know it just off rip.
Probably
like,
Drake.
Yeah, I guess Drake. I mean, but Drake got.
That's the comparison, though. It's like, this person's influence was so high.
Like, he didn't miss with a record, bro. He did not miss.
He didn't. I mean, most of the records did sound the same.
They did. But I mean, that's what they say about the baby too. And I'm like,
and is
yeah. Like, no, I agree with that take. I feel like, and Missy Elliott kind of touched on this recently with those 2 girls that are flying boss or something. Yeah, so she kind of touched on it. But, you know, artists do that because, especially in Pop Smoke's, he was still early. Like, the label's telling you to do the same shit over and over until you're, like, completely solidified in that lane, and then you could do different shit.
Yeah.
So, like, it's people telling you, like, no, keep doing the same song so that, you know, you can continue to grow your fan base and shit, because this is what's working. You literally have to keep, like, you see Jaleel, he out here doing the same performance, rip my shirt, do a backflip, dive in stage.
Jaleel, yeah. Jaleel, yeah. But it worked for that man. But
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Though. Right.
Like, so Missy kind of, her tweet recently was like, they tell you to do that because you have to, like, completely, like, exhaust that, like, reaching the audience in that lane. And then when you do, that's when you can do something new. So I understand why people make the same music, but the baby, he could have switched it up. He was solidified, I think. Like, he could.
Yeah, and it was at one point where, like, we got tired of hearing the baby.
Yeah.
We
that shouldn't happen.
Out, like,
shook out.
We just shook out. Like,
there's only but so many times you can check the windshield.
And so I feel like there's, like, he wasn't, or he didn't have people that were tapped into the culture enough to know that.
Yeah.
Because you should have people that are like regular people that are going to parties, like a regular nigga like us, like just going to parties, enjoying parties and shit like that. And they know the pulse of the culture. Mm-hmm. They can come back to you and be like, yo, niggas getting tired of hearing this shit. You got to switch it up.
Yeah, switch it up.
Like, you need someone like that to come tell you that. Yeah. He definitely exhausted that for sure. All right, so next topic. Nigga Lex gonna love this joint.
I'm about to say, every time y'all be laughing. I'm like, all right.
Because these combos, man, these combos be hilarious. Okay. Usher can't dance.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
how you feel about that?
USHER.
This is what they saying, bro. This is what they saying. They saying Usher really can't dance. They're saying he be hitting you with a few little smooth. You know how Neo be doing, hit you with some smooth moves. Yeah.
What was the car thing?
Yeah, the car shit.
That car thing was iconic. On that 701 album.
The willies on and shit. The hillies.
So this is what they saying. They saying Usher can't dance. How you feel about that?
I feel like Usher can dance, bro.
Say that. Quote that.
Usher can dance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Quoted by me. But I mean, Chris Brown can dance better than Usher.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Usher can dance.
Okay. I'll say my take in the convo was, we were going through videos. They was trying to convince me. I feel Usher can dance. And he has his bag, and he could, because the way I look at it is like, can you do this shit on the spot?
Why? That's what you thinking. Like, you thinking in your head. Are you can you slide? Can you do this?
Yeah, like nah.
But the shit that I said that too, and then I'm like, real dancers look up to him.
They do.
Because he can do it on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing shit that you can do.
Yeah.
Right. Niggas look up to the nigga. So shut up. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was one. Then the next dancer was Omarion can't dance.
Omarion cannot dance.
I agree.
So they convinced me. Yeah. I was a little fucked up from
I didn't believe, because from You Got Served.
Oh, yeah.
We brainwashed when You Got Served. You're like, he gotta be able to dance. It was you. But then we went through the movie. He hid a lot. He hid a lot.
He did. Wait, bro, you just look at the Touch video, right? Doom, doom, doom. Touch, like, bro, what were you doing?
Bro, we was 8. That nigga was wildin'.
He was like, if we play Touch right now, I'm gonna be jokingly like, boom, boom, boom. Like,
but then you really watching, you're like, oh, he not doing nothing.
They're not showing no feet. We look. I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna play the playback. We look great doing that joint. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was another joint, a video that they played as it was Omarion, Chris Brown, and Jhené Aiko. I don't know.
He supposed to be.
Yeah, bro. That nigga did not. Chris Brown. First of all, Chris Brown didn't even dance for real, and he chilled because he probably like, I'm not about to body Omarion and this shit. But
right.
This nigga Omarion was doing some just random ass shit, bro. It was not it, like
because he be wearing them Tims.
Yeah, I was about to say his finesse. He wear Tims every time he got dance. So then, if he don't do much, he probably be like, "I got Timbs on."
I got the butters on. Okay.
The butters mad
wow, heavy. Now that makes sense. Now I'm about to go back and watch some of Mario shit.
Always in Timbs, always in butters.
Oh my!
Because he was in butters in that video, looking dumb. But then he have on shorts.
Yeah,
and then I think he got his kid in butters too. His kid was in the. He bought baby butters for the kid.
Bro, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I agree with that. I feel like Usher can dance. And they were able to convince me Omarion can't dance for real.
For sure. Yeah.
So good taste. W taste. You know your shit. Yeah. Okay. We wrapping up on time, but I got one last topic I gotta touch on. Yeah, current topic. Did you watch the Weeknd show, The Idol?
Nah, I haven't. I heard it's good, but it's not getting
subjectively
renewed, right?
good.
No, it's not. I don't think it was good.
It was. I watched the first episode. I said, "What?" Actually, after the first episode, I liked it. I said, "This is different. I like it." Second episode, I said, "Okay, this is like it feels like porn. Like it's mad sex involved." I'm like, "Okay, all right, it's mad porn like for 30 minutes of the hour episode." Then I watched the third one. still more porn, but I'm like, all right, whatever. And I started getting more attached. I watched the whole season. I think it was shot very well. Okay. Pretty much, you know how The Weeknd does his music videos, where it's like it's very cinematic. It's very the same way he does his music videos. But I think it could be better I think The Weeknd just needed to take a step back. He didn't need to be a main character. The nigga was like the main character. And he got all these great actors around him, and they was just flaming this nigga for his acting.
They body, brother.
Well, that was somebody was on the back end and said, "We not doing this no more." So I mean, clearly the convo was being had about the show. But I'm gonna watch it though. How many is like 5 episodes?
5 or 6. Yeah, for sure. It's a watch it at night. You can only watch it at night type episode type show.
It's so much. Oh wow,
so much sex involved. I said, what the fuck is this?
Let me to wrap it up. What's a quote you live by?
Oh, what's a quote I live by? Damn, that's crazy. I don't even know. I mean, I must tell you a scripture.
Okay,
that's
even better.
You know what I'm saying? Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. And I feel like growing up, my mom said that to me a lot. I got that tatted right here. I mean, you can do anything you put your mind to, bro. Like the only thing that is stopping you is you. I tell people that shit all the time. It's you. It's nobody else.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I agree. That's tough. I like that.
Nobody else gave us a Jesus.
Yeah. He said I don't got a quote. I got a Bible scripture. That's beautiful.
Why you got a Jesus piece? You don't even believe in Jesus.
That being said, we're going to wrap up Quotables podcast. Zammy, Domingo, we got Baker in the house. Man, this was fun. This was fun.
Wow, this was solid.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, bro.